Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. In today's episode, we're talking about open stance body punching, which means orthodox versus southpaw and attacking the body. We saw that concept used really well with this weekend's fight when we saw Canelo Alvarez take on Billy Joe Saunders. So we're going to talk about what Canelo did really well to attack the body and ultimately get his finish with his right uppercut. All right, let's talk about open stance fighting. And when we traditionally talk about kickboxing and Muay Thai and MMA in an open stance, there's things that we always talk about. It's one, landing the rear power side, which means me landing my big power kick, me landing my rear straight. The other thing you constantly hear is stepping outside of the outside foot, right? Very traditional north versus south fighting tactics. But if you follow the channel, you'll notice that, hey, sometimes I tell you it's acceptable to come in here and create different angles, right? Ideally, to get the best knockout power, I need to break my opponent's center line, punch them right down their center line. So if Matt's here and I take the inside angle, which is the dangerous angle, people say, because one, I can get hit with that power shot as much as I can deliver a big power shot. So that's almost more of a risky weapon. That's why it's safer to go out here. So let's bring in this weekend with Canelo Alvarez and what made him so successful. And Billy Joe Saunders was a southpaw, right? So Alvarez used the body shot very well. And we don't tend to see this a lot in north versus south fighting, right? So the one thing we saw first off was the investment in his pressure style. And you'll see when Canelo pressures you, he has a nice high guard style that's very minimal with his parries. He doesn't have to use big parrying shots. Why? Because then his hand leaves his head too far, which allows him to counters. And when you're fighting someone like Billy Joe Saunders, who's moving well, using volume, attacking, using the hand pin volume approach, it's very difficult, right? So Canelo had to stay a little bit more patient with his pressure, right? Walking slow. But the key with Canelo's defense is if Matt throws just a 1-2, he's not hitting this far out. He doesn't need to parry the shots. So what he does is he just catches inside. It's very minimal, and then if he moves his head a little bit too, if he needs to, right? So Matt throws 1, 2, 3, right? He can move his head, but he uses such minimal parries to be able to inch his way and get comfortable coming in, right? The last thing Canelo wants to do, being a short presser fighter, is attack the body from out here. Someone long and tall, the way Saunders was fighting, is too long. Good with his angles. That volume would have been too much. So that constant pressure. Now, the first shot that we saw Canelo throw was that left hook to the body, right? So you don't tend to see this much, right? So Canelo was here and he would invest in this shot here. Nice tight defense, so Matt throws a 1-2 even. He invests in this shot. Sometimes he would get aggressive with it, throw it here. What is that doing? That's ultimately, just like you would in same stance fighting, it's gonna set up the hook to the head. So right away, Canelo, with his power hooks, has you guessing body. So now Matt thinks the body's coming, boom, and then he can rip the power hooks upstairs. So that was one of the first big shots that you see Canelo throw on that open stance, was that left hook on that side, right? And the good thing is, me being an orthodox fighter, right? Guess what I have closer to my target? I have the liver nice and close now. So that's why Canelo's really good at ripping these shots from here, right? But the big shot, the most successful one in the open stance fighting, ended up being the rear hand, right? And a lot of times when you see people fight, it's this lead hand control, right? You want to lead hand control, attack the body, but my foot is outside, right? But you'll see a lot of times the investment in this shot from Canelo, right? Boom, coming down here and ripping that nice hook on the other side, right? So now it created an attacks off both sides. So from this hook here, or this shot across here, Canelo was really good at investing in those bodies, hitting those big shots. Now, when you fight Canelo, you can't really sit there and take those big body punches. So someone like all the other fighters he fights, but even with Saunders, you have to move your head sometimes on that power. So this investment in this shot and him moving his head ended up getting that nice rear uppercut that dipped through and actually fractured the orbital of Saunders. So that good investment in the body punching, right, really made it tough for Saunders to get really good things out, but it came from pressure. But now, if you look at it from the other side and you look at Saunders, he actually did fight the right fight. Because when you fight a pressure fighter, Matt will be the pressure fighter now, you know, Saunders was able at moving, hitting, creating his angles, moving. You have to use this pressure point. And then when Canelo fires off, you have to be able to move, block, evade, right? But ideally, Canelo's cutting you off. He's following you around the ring to try to pressure you against the ropes so he can unload those big shots. With that good defense, with that good pressure. And the investment to the body, being a short pressure fighter, really lets him, you know, get those big finishes. But what we learned, okay, what I'm gonna review here and finish off with is the attacking of the body on the open stance with boxing can be very effective, so think about that sometimes. Yes, it's still nice to come here, boom, attack the body from here, hit, but using these little subtle strategies of attacking with a nice rear hook to the body, right, which sets up that rear uppercut, and look at the body language, right? When you hit someone to the body, how do you defend a body hook? Right, you have to fold, right, you fold. So when I hit here in the fold, if anything, then one quick angle change, boom, I got that shot right up the guard, right? Because of that subtle movement, right? Just lets that shot go right up the middle. So the investment in the body on open stance can be very effective, all right? So play around with level changing like all of our strikes, whether it's coming to the lead side, trying to attack the liver, and then playing level changes, or coming in here, ripping that hook to the body, then changing it up to uppercuts and making subtle angles, we'll get the finish. But it's all with constant pressure, setups, and buildup. If you take that approach and now move it into kickboxing and MMA, it's slightly different. You don't have 12 rounds to kind of develop this strategy. So there tends to be a little bit more pressure from the pressure fighter to kind of create more offense in kickboxing. Kickboxing is 3 rounds at 3 minutes. So you don't have that time to develop. You got to get inside and fight right away. So that's the challenge. And the other thing is, with the open stance, what I want you to remember is to play that body attacking approach, it has to come down with pressure and countering. So if Matt throws, and I just can't sit there and take my shots blinded. It's impossible for me to be able to pressure, especially when someone's bringing that volume. So using the small subtle here to be able to block and change your body to get power is something he also does successful. If I just eat a shot, for example, here, without loading it up, then I have to load, I hit, it's too slow. So we have to start using our body to set up these power shots and get good rotation and get the finishes. So north versus south body attacking can be done very effective, but remember, put it all together. I would highly recommend, you know, yes, there's kicking involved in mixed martial arts and kickboxing, but use these little subtle tactics as well. Mix it with the body kick. And to me, that's even more effective. For me, the best way would be here, and I kick the arm, boom. And if I'm investing in this arm kick, what's gonna happen? Boom, it's just gonna let me hit the body and punch it. So merging kickboxing with MMA and boxing tactics is what makes Bazooka Kickboxing special, and able for you to be able to adapt between strategies. You might have to be a boxer like Canelo one day, or maybe move and blend like Israel Adesanya. So having the ability and the knowledge to adapt is the key to Bazooka curriculum. All right, hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope it gave you a little bit of an understanding of how successful and how good Canelo is. And in my mind, he's probably right now my favorite pound for pound boxer to watch. So, hope you enjoyed today's episode. You see here, Perfect Sports Nutrition, linked below. Use code Bazooka20 to get 20% off. We also have Hayabusa, HayabusaFight.com, Bazooka Gear at BazookaShop.com, and as you have noticed, Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA is now online. BazookaTraining.com for you to be able to train, learning home workouts, bag workouts, and extra tutorials on top of everything you're getting here on YouTube. All right, we'll see you next week here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Welcome to Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA online training. I'm Bazooka Joe Valtellini, the owner here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA. Over the past year, I've designed and created a website to teach Bazooka curriculum at home and across the world. The purpose of this website is for you to, 1, hit your fitness and health goals, all while learning world-class martial arts instruction from me. The beautiful thing about this website, it's geared for all levels. So if you're learning martial arts for the first time as a beginner, we help you progress into the bigger stages. And if you're a pro fighter, guess what? We have different fight concepts for you to improve your tool set and your skills in the ring or cage. As the fastest rising kickboxing world champion and a lifelong martial artist with over 30 years of experience, I've been able to combine my passion for martial arts and teaching to create this website. This website's gonna give you some of the tricks, secrets, and inside look at some of the training I use to win my world title. Once you subscribe to this site, you're gonna be getting weekly training videos and tutorials that you can do from anywhere. The sections are broken up into 3 parts. The first is bag workout. So if you have a bag at home or at your gym, you can use these workouts to supplement your training. The second is at-home workouts. A lot of us don't have the room for a bag or a bag in general, so these workouts are for no equipment needed and you can do them anywhere. And finally, the tutorial section. If you're having any problems with a specific technique or fight concept that's covered in any of the workouts, go to the tutorial section, learn the technique, and then go back to the workout, and this time, do it with proper technique. One of the added benefits once you subscribe is the forums section, where you can get a more personalized experience where you can ask questions and I'll be able to go in there and answer them. It's all about building a team and a community of martial artists helping each other grow. So subscribe now to get access to all the videos plus more so you can be part of the squad here at Bazooka Kickboxing and MMA.